Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got a weapon mod currently clicked on my character's hands right here. This is called the 44 Auto Revolver, the .44 Auto Revolver. This is based off of the Mateba Unica 6, which is a real-life auto revolver. Auto revolver is simply meaning that when you shoot it, you can semi-auto fire it because the recoil of the weapon is a recoil-operated semi-automatic revolver. So yeah, the recoil of the weapon makes the hammer go. It's just semi-auto, which is kind of nuts. It was one of the few of this type ever produced. This is a very rare kind of gun then, right? This semi-auto style revolver. Like normally a revolver is pretty slow fire rate. Shoots 44 though. Hard-hitting rounds right there, that's for sure, right? We're gonna hit hard. It was developed by Mateba, based in Pavia, Italy. In like a long time ago. It was designed in 1997, which is a long time ago now. It was produced between 1997 and 2005. Yeah, it uses the recoil from firing to rotate the cylinder and cock the hammer, unlike conventional revolvers, which depends on the user for physically pulling the trigger and or cocking the hammer. So like this, there's a double action revolver which like does it based off of pulling the trigger. It pulls the hammer and it rotates the barrel. This just does it based off of the recoil. This is very fast firing rate. Revolver kind of situation here. So it's a cool, unique kind of gun as it is just to have in the game, right? I love pistols. Like, I love shotguns more than I love pistols, as obviously I've mentioned before. I love shotguns as my favorite kind of gun, but pistols is right there, and especially big, hard-hitting ones like this. Now, this is added to the leveled list, so you have to buy it from a vendor or find it on enemies and stuff. It's got a kind of a unique-looking style, too, like, with that... it obviously just opens up with the reload animation. Quick reload though, even without fast hands is a perk. I like those iron sights as well. But it's got like a unique looking design too with that, like with the no top cover over the cylinder, right? Like that's kind of, I just don't, see too many guns that look like this. It's got a big blocky it just looks like it's gonna hit hard. We got the most kind of like basic version of the gun here. But let's take a look at what we can do attachments wise with the weapon. So down in here, so we got all kinds of receivers all the way up to advanced. 220 damage is pretty good. That's some hard hitting shit right there. We got a snub nose barrel, but we obviously want to go bigger and longer. I'm not sure if some of these barrels are, the attachment pack. Long light barrel though. 305 range is insane. A little bit less accuracy for that though than the snub nose. Snub nose has got the tiniest bit. Comfort grip. No stocks or nothing here. Iron sights, glow sights. Let's see what the glow sights look like. Probably clean as fuck. We can make it suppressed. You do lose a chunk of range, but when you have so much, it's probably okay. Muzzle brakes and compensator also. I don't know if recoil was too much of a problem when I shot it. Let's put a suppressor on there just to see what it sounds like. And then a flashlight, recon laser, VATS targeting module. I've seen that on a lot of weapons that have been covering recently. They're appreciated features, but let's check on the flashlight here. Glow sights are clean. I'm shooting my own turret on accident. Is what it is. It'll live. It does kind of kick up a little bit for sure. It's not like it's like recoilless, right? Suppress sound is real soft though. I don't like that at all. I like my guns to sound big and chunky even when suppressed. Let's see if the flashlight works though. Flashlight coming out of the gun like it's supposed to. It looks like it. Not a problem. Taking the suppressor right off the thing though. Obviously you probably want to go advanced receiver. You maximize fire rate and all that stuff. Is there any conventional reason to use a barrel? The medium barrel doesn't actually reduce range over the long barrel. It makes it way less and gives you a little bit less accuracy. Short barrel obviously does lose range though. Light short barrel, snub nose. So snub nose, short, medium, but you can go medium. You're losing a little bit of accuracy stat, but like the barrel's a little bit long and heavy anyway. Comfort grip is the way to go though. That's just the best grip. Take a look at some of these sights. Let's take the suppressor the fuck off of there. Let's put a muzzle brake on there or something so we can see if we can reduce the recoil, and then we can put a recon laser on there in case you want to track targets. I don't ever use that mechanic. There's our hollow sight. I was looking at that ADS animation. It's kind of like it's a really quick ADS animation, but it like almost jitters the way that the camera perspective changes. I have a high field of view. It sounds so much better loud, right? The muzzle brake does look nice on the, let's see, third person. Just to see. You can definitely see the recoil in third person though. That's always the thing about that. If you want to show a gun's recoil, look at it in third person. You can see your character literally start to shake. It's not too bad. My character's not like shaking in any kind of weird way. This gun is just kicking up. Yeah, like it's so fast of an ADS animation that it's like, well, it's so fast at ADS that the animation doesn't even look quite right. Is this recoiling? No. I'm sure it's gonna hit hard as a truck though. This, what was it saying, like 200 damage, something like that? I mean, it's just maxed out perks as well though. Let's take a look at the other things. I'm assuming the recon laser works. Vast targeting module is always the way to go. I put no muzzle on there, maximize that range. Reflex sight. You could put a short scope on there, a medium scope even. That's some long range shit. But it's pretty basic in terms of its attachments and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that though. It's supposed to be a hard hitting revolver. Like, yeah, but when you look at that sight, when you, like, the sight is actually holding you up from getting back on target quicker, right? Because, like, you lose the reticle until about there, then we reset. This is, it's got a very fast rate of fire, right? We talked about that. That was one of the main features of the weapon. You could just, there's 6 rounds gone. But if you have to, like, actually trying to aim at a target, it's about that quick before you can really start shooting again. If you're looking for the reticle. Now, I don't need a reticle. I'm just going to spam it, close range, hip fire it or whatever. You know, different things. But it's something to consider. I want to see the medium scope. I imagine the short scope's going to be similar. Medium scope will be exaggerate the issue even further, right? So, yeah, because this is when the recoil's insane, right? Like, that's when... I mean, I'll put that muzzle brake back on there temporarily just to see. Or maybe even the suppressor. Suppressors should help with recoil as well, right? Improve recoil. Let's see. I don't like the suppress sound on this weapon. It's really soft. But, I mean, you're still looking up at the sky. Like, I'm getting over the tree in 6 shots. So it's really an effective rate of fire. Especially if you want to use the longer scope on here. The recoil control muzzle attachments aren't doing enough to make it a huge difference, I feel like. Let's put the muzzle brake on there. Maximum recoil control, maybe. Maybe we'll put the heavy barrel on it. Is longer barrel better recoil? I mean, let's see. I don't know, man. Like, it's just, I think attachments should do more. I mean, we're still over the tree, but less over the tree. But, like, if that's a factor, right? Like, it is a factor. I'm not saying it doesn't do anything, but is it doing, like, a dramatic... Is there a way... I mean, obviously, the gun is supposed to feel like it's hard-hitting and do certain things like that, where, you know, you'd want it to be kind of mean and nasty and recoil. But it is, like, still hard to control. Is it better? Like, how much quicker can I recover? It's still... Okay, if I kind of tap fire it, the recoil recovery on that's a lot better. We might have to do the long barrel just for the recoil control and a muzzle brake just to kind of keep that thing in check. Well, personally, I don't like using long range scopes, especially on my pistols. I would ghost sights it, even though we are reducing the accuracy. That's vast targeting module will make up for that, right? Even though that's kind of, these things are cool. I like to have the flashlight on there or the recon laser or whatever you want. They just, especially on a pistol like this, it's very bulky. It takes up a lot of space on the weapon, right? Like you can see. I mean, not so much on this particular angle, but when I'm aiming down sight here with glow sights, right? Like you can see, it does take up a good right side chunk of the pistol. I could see that. See, like this is so much better. Pistols are designed for close. I can keep that recoil in check too, like way better. Like it's way easier to keep down and on target. I'm gonna show this off when I go shoot it this way. Long barrel muzzle brake does help. I mean, you know, pretty simple attachments though. Let's see how effective it is in combat. Like I said, with maxed out perks, I do have maxed out the gunslinger perk here, and this is with 220 damage, which is quite a bit though. That's a pretty powerful handgun. So let's go see how it does in some combat, and I'll see you when we get there. All right, everybody, we should have a little bit of variety in combat here. Obviously, we're going loud, so there's no reason to be worried about stealth, even the tiniest bit. There should be some ghouls here at the fish packing plant, and then some super mutants over here. Maybe the super mutants first. I mean, I one-shot that motherfucker, and he hurt his friend for me, so nice of you to do that. And I am a high-level character, level 60, not the highest by any means, but fairly high-level character. I like to test out weapons in high-level situations. Low-level, only temporary, right? Eventually, you just get to the maximum kind of hardness. I mean, that Primus is still eating it, though. There's the ghoul. The ghoul should almost get one shot. Yeah, the ghouls are much softer, right? Much less damage resistance on them. Reload faster. Thank you, self. VATS accuracy should be pretty good. Not amazing, though. Not that headshot right there. I mean, the arms and all the body shots and all that stuff, not a problem at all. Blew that ghoul's arm right off. And that's with the VATS targeting module. If you really want to focus on VATS, you kind of have to commit to that decision. I mean, this is why we fight the super mutants too, because we really show off that even at 220 damage, there's things like super mutants, like this particular one we're fighting right there, that are tanky enough to kind of just make your life kind of really fucking annoying. Super mutants. Bullet sponges. Okay. We're gonna go fight these other ones over here. We might even fight some Mirelurks or something, right? Like, There's a lot of different enemies in this area. I love this for testing out weapons in combat. Where did they go? Yeah, but it's like a whole 6 shots almost. I'm going to use this pole real quick. Yeah, go ahead, shoot at that. I mean, not always, right? Different levels of super mutants, they're going to spawn in at different levels, and different enemies will spawn in different types and stuff like that. But I do like the look of the weapon, though. I really do like the animations, and I like the non-suppressed sound. The suppressed sound's a little soft for me. Hello, goals. It's a rare noise to hear. Don't hear that too often. Mole rats. Legendary mole rat. One shot. It got to mutate anyway. That's ridiculous. I canceled the baton active. But we can get a lot of shots off in here, too. Gotta pop a crit to make sure I hit. I just want to get you dead. Obviously, critical damage would be a huge deal. Anytime you're using pistols, AP cost is so low, generally. Mole rats, come get me. A regular mole rat's gonna get one-shotted. You wanna get one-shotted, dude? Poke your head back out of the hole. This is a little... The game does weird things. Hello. Right as soon as I decide to reload, huh? That took 2 shots even on that one, though. 44 ammunition, right? I think it's better than the 44, the vanilla 44 for sure, right? Obviously, things like the attachment pack and stuff exist, so you can make this a little bit better. What is the barrel doing? Floaty boy. But yeah, it's a good gun. This 44 Auto Revolver. It's really fast fire rate, but not effectively, like, and only at like really close range, because that recoil starts to get a little bit insane. But other than that, the animations are good. The sound quality is good. The attachment variety, I think, kind of fits all the little things that you need it to be. And other than that, it's a great gun. I think it's just a fun little 44 pistol. Like, it's a revolver, but effectively not. It's just 6. I mean, the reload is long like a revolver, though. That's like the one hold up with that. Like, that's a long reload. This is without quick hands. Okay, I've been made very sure, after being judged so many times in the comments about it, that this is not with quick hands on. The animations look nice. It does have a big chunky feel to it because of that recoil. And like I said, I could kind of control it, but at range, it's going to be tough. Like, if you put that medium scope on there, we showed that off earlier in the video. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think of the 44 Auto Revolver down in the comment section down below. If you do want to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page or the Nexus mod page, so you can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, just see the fire like it's getting tanky. But you can't spam it out like that. That guy start rushing you. Google start rushing you, right? But yeah, if you guys haven't already, subscribe so that we can check more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, or it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.